Builder here. We're doing one of our favorite summertime activities, concrete casting. Today we're making a bench set. I've got an order for a bench for a lady. She'd like to have a traditional style bench with a space in the back for a memorial plaque. I've been working on this project for a little while now, trying to work the bugs out of putting the plug in the back of the seat. Couple not so good turnouts, but reasonable. But I think we've worked the bugs out of the system now. I've gotten all set up for the concrete casting. I've got my rebars cut, and my custom rebars are all bent and ready to go into the molds. The molds have been set out. The tables are level, and the molds have all been spray released. I'm just waiting for the excess alcohol to evaporate, and as soon as that it happens, then we can just start mixing to our heart's content here. So let's get started. Okay, what I've got here is a leg mold for one of my benches. As you can see, it's a traditional style bench, and basically what we're doing is we're putting rebar in as we fill the mold. Now I've got this one piece of rebar here that kind of follows an S bend. It's the main support, so that the back doesn't break off on us, and I've got it through these bolt ties. They're special little bolt ties that hold the benches in place, and these just set right into the concrete. I've got my custom bent rebar. Basically, what we're going to do as we fill the mold, we'll fill the mold about halfway. We'll just place that into the mold there, and then I've got another piece here that we'll just go in on top of that like so, and that'll ensure that our bench is never gonna bend or break. And that'll just give it lots of extra strength there. Okay, these are just a few of the many commercial options available for bolt hangers. You can put your rebar through them, you can tie it to them, whatever you want to do. Some of them, like this one here, have a face washer built into it. That's nice because it gives you a nice plate for tightening against. Nice surface. Others, like this one here, you can fit a washer around the end here. If you don't want a commercial option, there's always the homemade option as well. This here, I just made this out of a fender washer, a big hex nut, and a half-inch bolt. And basically, what you do with this, you put this inside the mold. The edge of your mold is right here. On the inside of your mold, you put a washer up to the face of it, and then you bring the bolt through the outside of the mold and bring it in, and you just simply screw it in to hold it tight. And the idea of the washer is it just distributes the pressure on the mold so that you don't deform things. It needs to be tight so that the cement doesn't slip past, but you don't want it so tight that you're deforming the mold. This little toy here is called a rebar bender, and it also cuts rebar as well. It's really quite simple to use. Basically, you just take your rebar and you open up the jaws. You can put it right in here where you want. You just pull back and you can cut it to whatever size you need. It's got some rollers on the other side here. You just put your rebar in, and all you do is you just simply push, and the rollers catch, and it bends the rebar to whatever shape that you need it. Now, this is handy when you're doing projects like benches and stuff where you need reinforcement. Not all statuary you need reinforcement for, but benches are one place where you do want to have a little bit of reinforcement. Yeah, not all your statuary you need reinforcement for, but benches are certainly one place where you do have to have them reinforced. The last thing you want is for somebody to sit on one of your benches and have the seat break in half on them. So you do want to put some reinforcement in your benches for sure. And there's a few other projects where it's handy to have custom rebar bent for it, necks of certain statues. Sometimes you might want to put a custom bent piece of rebar down the arm of a statue just to give it some extra strength so it doesn't break on you. The custom rebar bender is handy, but it is an expensive tool. Now, for those of you who can't afford something like that, or obviously don't have enough use to justify it, what you can do is you can do something like attach a piece of pipe to something that's really solid, like floor of a building or something like that, or a workbench that's really solid, and then you just slip your rebar in the end of the pipe to hold it, and then just simply lift up and bend your rebar, and that works really well. Just slip a second pipe over the end of the rebar, and that'll give you a little extra torquing force as well. So there's little ideas for you for bending your own rebar. Cutting it now, if you don't have the rebar cutter, you can always cut it with a zip disc on a hand grinder. Just be sure to wear your eye protection.